We are at the Vatican, and today we're going to walk through all the details you need to know to see St. Peter's Basilica, Vatican museums, and maybe even see the Pope. Let's dive into it.
Planning a trip to the Vatican can be confusing, so in this video, we're covering all you need to know when planning a trip to Vatican City. Let's start with the details. The Vatican City is much more than just a city. It's actually its own country. With a population of fewer than 600 people, it's actually the smallest country in the world, and the whole country is located right in the heart of Rome. For travelers, some of the Vatican's top things to see include St. Peter's Basilica, St. Peter's Square, the Sistine Chapel, the world-famous museums, and of course, an audience with the Pope. And while you won't need passports to enter, you will need tickets, which can get a little confusing. While you can enter St. Peter's Square without tickets, you'll need them for just about everything else, so let's start with the museums.
There are a few ways to get tickets to the Vatican museums. We recommend starting on the Vatican's official site, which we'll link in the description box below. It's important to note that all Vatican museum tickets include access to the Sistine Chapel and St. Peter's Basilica, so you're covered with your museum ticket. We highly recommend securing skip-the-line passes, as the lines can be unbelievably long. If you're like us and couldn't secure tickets on the official site, you still have options. There are tons of resellers offering the same tickets at inflated prices. We purchased tickets from Rome Vacation Tips on tickets, and it worked out great. Additionally, you'll find lots of ticket resellers in St. Peter's Square selling the same skip-the-line tickets. This will probably cost more, but is an option for last-minute travelers.
To reach the museums, you'll actually need to leave St. Peter's Square. You'll exit the square to the right and follow the Vatican wall and signs to reach the museum entrance. If you don't have a skip-the-line pass, you'll probably be waiting in the long line that stretches around the wall. With a skip-the-line ticket, just keep to the right and you'll be able to pass the queue and walk right in. And while our tickets were officially timed for a noon entry, we were able to enter early at 11:15 with no issues. There is a strict dress code mandating shoulders and knees are covered, so be sure to plan your outfit accordingly.
Once inside, you'll enter security and then proceed upstairs to the exhibits. If you purchased an online ticket, stop at the ticket window on the second floor and exchange it for physical tickets before you enter the museums. Museums are massive, and it can be tough to narrow down what to see. Luckily, the Rick Steves app has a free Vatican Museums audio tour that walks you through many of the top spots to see in 1 hour. His commentary is great and covers facts that you might otherwise miss. Plus, this saves you from paying for an audio guide. Just be sure to bring your own headphones.
Following the Rick Steves walking track, you'll end your tour at the Sistine Chapel. We highly recommend ending your tour here because there's a way you can exit the Sistine Chapel directly to skip the line to St. Peter's Basilica. This is because there are actually two exits inside the Sistine Chapel. One that returns you to the museum for more wandering, the other takes you directly to a skip the line path to St. Peter's Basilica. We recommend taking the exit at the far right corner of the Sistine Chapel, as that will take you on the route to skip the line at St. Peter's Basilica.
St. Peter's Basilica is the largest church in all of the world and is worth visiting. There are actually markings on the church floor to show exactly where other major churches would fit inside St. Peter's. If you want to climb the dome and score a great view of Rome, there's a ticket kiosk near the entrance where you can line up. We'll be covering a nearby free location with a possibly even greater view of Rome's skyline in our top things to do in Rome video, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. Spend some time wandering these vast halls and admiring the art. When you're ready to leave, we recommend descending down into the tombs of the Pope, which is an underground cavern beneath the Basilica and leads you on a direct path out of the Basilica through the crypt. We also downloaded the free Rick Steves audio guides for the Sistine Chapel and St. Peter's Basilica, but felt they were a little too long for our taste. But just know they're available if you'd like to learn more about these impressive buildings. And really quickly, we're going to take a second to do a shameless plug of our Amazon company, where we sell packing cubes like you can see behind me. We have two sizes of these packing cubes, small and large. The small size is designed for kids' clothes, and the large you can fit pretty much any outfit you can think of. We'll have a link to our Amazon store in the description below. Any and all support means the absolute world to us. But if you're not in the market for packing cubes, that's fine too. We're jumping back to the video.
Besides the Vatican museums, another amazing thing to do when visiting the Vatican is to see the Pope. The best way to do this is to attend one of the papal audiences, which are large gatherings where the Pope gives speeches that are translated into various languages. This happens most Wednesdays of the year, and you'll need to get tickets in advance. We found this process to be a little old school. The official way to get papal audience tickets is to fax the prefecture of the papal household at their official fax line. We'll link their webpage with all the info below. However, if you're an American, you also have the option to secure a spot via email. For this, simply email the Pontifical North American College knowledge at the email below requesting the number of tickets you'll need. If they email you back confirming your reservation, you'll still need to pick them up in person the day before your papal audience. Their location is near the Trevi Fountain, which we'll link below. We waited in line here with many other Americans for 15 minutes, but then learned that tickets often aren't required in August. Still, we'd recommend reaching out to confirm this is true in years to come.
When it comes to the actual audience, it's going to be an early morning. The audiences are typically held in St. Peter's Square, which can hold up to 10,000 people. During the hottest days in the summer or the coolest days of the winter, the Pope moves the location to the Paul VI Audience Hall, which only holds 6,000 people. Given our audience was in August, ours was indoors in the audience hall, so our entry line started at the left side of St. Peter's Square. However, if your audience is outdoors, be sure to ask around and check where the line starts to enter the square. It's recommended to arrive by at least 7:30 a.m. if you want to ensure that you'll get a seat. We arrived around 8 o'clock and were shocked by how far the line already wrapped around the wall. We waited in line and passed the security checkpoint right at 9 a.m., so definitely arrive early. Typically, an audience is an hour and a half long, but ours was finished by 10. And since popes love blessing babies, we've heard sitting near babies or by the wooden barriers the Pope drives by is the best way to get as close as you can. Also, if you have any religious items you'd like blessed, part of the Pope's routine is a bulk blessing of everyone's articles, so feel free to bring any special items you may have. There are also plenty of vendors selling rosaries and other trinkets outside of the Vatican if you'd like to pick one up before you enter. And again, be sure to wear clothing that covers your shoulders and knees, as the dress code is enforced.
If you aren't able to attend one of these papal audiences, on Sundays at noon, the Pope often appears from his window on the right of the square to give a blessing to the crowd. This can be another option to consider. If you found this video helpful, please do us a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Those actions help way more than you might realize. Also, be sure to check out our upcoming video on the top things to do in Rome and our video on the top foods you need to try on your trip to the Eternal City. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one. Ciao!